Hey, listen up, you lot. Yeah, we are watching some police interceptors. I watched this. I seen the mandem on this, and yeah, like for real, everyone's been arrested before, and everybody has an experience with the Jakes that shouldn't have went the way it went, and yeah, man, it's good that some people be recording it or they be recording it themselves, so they can edit them being scumbags still, innit? But it makes me laugh. Yeah, I have. It's funny. Yeah. Police interceptors is funny. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they don't do it in like Brixton and Croydon, like the ends. It's always in like Kent or somewhere crazy. But yeah, man, let's run this.
1,371 calls so far today. Normal this time of day.
My son is alcoholic, been out after well over 24 hours. He's brought himself out. We don't know where he is. He's up in Manchester, we don't know. He needs help.
Okay, no problem at all. Get officers out to you as soon as we can, alright?
NA show 1 Bravo 1 Juliet, State 6 in Hollywood and searching for this Mr.
He's a 32-year-old male. As I said, we've got some concerns about his mental health, which is why he's been flagged up as being missing by his father.
White male, white shoes, tracksuit bottoms with paint on them, slim build, 5'10".
He does have a history of self-harm also, so he's near the...
Nah, facts. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. If they brought this to like the ends, I feel like they wouldn't be able to record because like the niggas will just get too gassed.
Now that's a concern to us that it could be, you know, possibly going to jump down, yeah.
Or it's gonna up the crime rate so like the man can prove what then like the ends was on.
He's been drinking for days and days. Obviously, he's been next to a canal, so obviously, I know a canal isn't very deep, but potential someone that's been drinking for 3 or 4 days that's unwell anyway, and he's next to open water.
First hour in missing person case is really important. We call it the golden hour in the police because it's critical. Time's ticking.
We've got to find him and keep him safe.
So they're at the home address at the moment. He lives with his girlfriend, trying to get some more information about where it could be.
You know, when you've been talking to him, what's he been saying? Has he intimated he's going to hurt himself, or are you just concerned for his welfare?
He's not drunk anything other than alcohol since yesterday morning. He's not eaten anything since yesterday morning. So I'm worried about his health, but I'm also worried if anybody says anything or does anything on the canal or wherever he is. I don't know how he'd react.
Sorry,
No, it's not answering.
You've got a recent picture of him on your phone. I'm just going to take a picture of it. It's the best way for me, then I'll get it out.
Bit of a handy image, so we can circulate it. Obviously, in case he goes to anywhere like train stations and things like that, that would be our next protocol. They like to make sure they cover all bases, get images out to CCTV in the area and things like that, so that we can be on the lookout for him. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Who was in the cars? Okay, is anyone injured?
You need to get down off the roof.
It's been a bit manic now since the clock turned 9 o'clock. It's like they've all come out of the woodwork.
Obviously, it does sound like quite a significant fire.
Between 9 and 10, it's a busy time. Knife point robberies, shootings, suspicious deaths, you name it, we can get it.
I'm not aware of any casualties at the moment.
I'm the senior officer in the room. It's my job to make sure we're getting there as quickly as we can to provide assistance to people who are obviously in dire need of help.
There's a group of guys and they jump on the slab and they're battering him.
We've got a job running in Buxton and came in initially as a group of teenagers having a bit of a set to. Officers have now arrived and they've confirmed that there is a man who has a stab wound to his left side of his chest.
What's happened?
It's early days yet. We're trying to establish how serious this is. Obviously, anytime anybody's got stab wounds to
They're like, the Jakes ain't moving fast, you know, because the guy's just bleeding out and they're just standing there like just talking to him. I understand you meant to talk to him, but flipping help didn't go. Well gone, gang. What are you saying?
to the torso, it can be very serious.
It's my responsibility to coordinate our response to all sorts of incidents, and it's up to me to pin everything together.
It's all happening rather fast, and the information we have is that the person that's been stabbed is only 15 years old.
What's his status? What central stab wound is bleeding? Right. This is spleen that's been nicked, so it's that side, so potentially is there for him. Okay, right.
There's quite a few unknowns at the moment. We don't know what sort of weapon it is we're looking at.
Where's the knife, folks? We need the knife. Is it a serrated knife?
Anybody see what it is?
I seen it. Obviously concerning as well that we've potentially got people armed with knives who are not afraid to use them. So we're dispatching more resources to go and deal with that.
Yeah, it is the top of that road where the junction with the A6.
We're totally reliant on the information that we get in, from a member of the public or an update from an officer at the scene. You do have to think on your feet. It's not even minute by minute, it can be second by second.
Yeah, from Hotel 1 Golf.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, fam. The ambulance is just chilling, bro. Like, it needs to move. It needs to get to that. It needs to get to the hospital and get him sorted, get him stitched up and back on the roads, fam. They're just there talking, like, bro, it don't matter. The police can do the talking. The ambulance needs to get to moving, fam. Like, what the hell? The guy's just chilling.
Is the person that has allegedly stabbed the victim.
We are asking for checks to be done on the names we've got. Yet received. We've had information from 7-3 that the two subjects are now in a building. So top floor flat, just let us get it up on mapping and we'll see if I-24 have got anything on it. The assumption is that they are both still in possession of those weapons. On the information we've got, they're going to move forward and detain these two.
Hour of duty. Wait, this ain't police and interceptors then.
The time is 9:10 and you're under arrest for being drunk and disorderly in a public place.
The last time I needed an ambulance to do it for... Bro, listen to this. Yeah, do you know what's crazy? All the time, me and the man them do something that we shouldn't be doing. Yeah, the police appear in 2.1 seconds, no matter where we are. Yeah, man can be in the middle of the woods, the police are going to just be there all of a sudden. The other day, someone crashed into my sister's car. Yeah, she had her 3 kids in the car. Yeah. Why the hell did the police take 3 hours and the ambulance take 3 hours to come? When they crashed into her. But I guarantee if we done something and the police just arrest us straight away. Just from vibes. But them feds did not come. Them police officers and ambulance did not come for 3 hours. Man had to call them bare times to say the guy's bleeding out, etc. They didn't come for 3 hours. That's no cap. Go into flipping Aaron Abstract stream. Next time you stream and ask him. They didn't come for 3 hours, bro. The police or the ambulance. And we called them over 5-6 times. I'm saying we need to ring off their phone and say like, he's bleeding out. That's what we need to say. Or they ain't gonna come. That's like saying if you get stabbed, make sure you get stabbed in the bus lane.
So, we'll go through breath rider procedure.
We're nearly up to 1,500 incidents today.
There's a friendly cyclist, we'll ask him
All units attending, we have found a picture of the male. We're going to email them to you.
Derbyshire Police again, you're not in any trouble, we just want to make sure that you're okay. Can you give us a ring back, please? Our telephone number's 101.
Excuse me? Mate, we're just looking for a missing person that could be on the canal. Bloke about 30-year-old, wearing a tracksuit bottoms and a Gap hoodie. About 32-year-old, slim build, about 5'10", white chap. Not seen nobody on the canal. Whereabouts have you come from? So you've come that way. I'm going to say, well, the same we think is between Hollywood and this way, so you've probably come that way, haven't you? Not seen nobody on there at all. So they see nobody on the canal. And he's come the way that we're thinking this lad's been.
The longer it goes on with a missing person case, it can be more worrying for you. It can be people that have lost the job, they lose the partner, they have a breakdown, and then basically they just want to disappear off the system and go away.
I think the best thing is, if you want to go back and drive to Nonna's end, then I'll walk it. We can try that, can't we? Right, I'll meet you at Nonna's.
Colleagues at work go missing, you know, that's had problems. People that I know were probably more at risk of some of it than anybody else, given what we see and what we deal with.
Kev, Jamie.
So today at 13:37, received a call from a paedophile hunting team who've set up what they would call a sting on a chap who's travelled up from down south to meet what he thought was a 14-year-old male, who was actually an adult male who's acted as a decoy. And the decoys called police, they've arrived and locked him up, and he's been brought into custody. When you're two ready, we can look at the live stream video. Yep. Paedophile hunter groups or vigilante groups are certainly a growing trend, which is not uncommon. I've seen 2 or 3 incidents a day.
Alright, Nick. Can I ask you what you're doing here today? Can I ask you what you're doing here today, fella? I'm online paedophile hunter.
We're here to talk to you about your online sexual activities with children.
Right.
There's certainly a public will for it to happen.
Ain't no way. I'll give him the tightest cuffs ever. Ever. Until like his wrists start bleeding and that. That's what they'd be doing to me, and I didn't even be doing nothing.
It does put strain on police resources, so we're left in a position where we have to respond to it in line with all the other demands that are coming in at that time.
You don't realise how much trouble you're in right now.
No, it's not entrapment. I've not entrapped you in any way, shape or form.
This was on Facebook Live, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This lot of paper here is just your sexual chat. To be fair, fella, you're looking a bit worried. Yeah?
I have a very conflicted view about paedophile hunter groups. These are people who, off their own back, are going out trying to protect their communities. But in other ways, you only have to look in the national media to see when they've quite spectacularly got it wrong.
So say somebody does something like that now, yeah, and I kick their ass. I'm going to be the one that's getting arrested, you know. I swear down, I'll get arrested for kicking a paedophile's ass.
People have been injured, people have been hurt, and they don't engage in the safeguarding practice that the police do.
I think you need to be explaining this to the police, really, because you are committing offences.
If you look at what he's saying on there, he seems to almost make out like it's a friendly meeting with a 14-year-old, and he's doing him a favour by being almost like a big brother figure.
If you can end it now, please, now we're here. Thanks. Based on the information I've been given at this time, I'm arresting on suspicion of inciting a child.
Hey, love for the follow, man. Trust me. I appreciate it, Juds.
The phone has been seized and the chat logs, I believe, have been exhibited. And they're on the case file.
Hey, what, is that the one we just reacted to?
Check with his local force to see if they've got anything at all that he's known for. And then we'll do some checks, see if he's got kids at home or access to any children in the wider part of the family. While the paedophile hunter groups can draw attention to the paedophiles, it is just the tip of the iceberg for us. The investigation
following on from the confrontation is complex, and during that time we have to gather as much as the key evidence as we can and interview the suspect. So the time pressures are huge. You've got conversation on the Grindr app when we've looked at the suspect's profile on Grindr. He gives a brief description. It's
what the hell is Grindr? What the hell was Grindr? Grindr just sounds something like there's just bare horny people on it. I want to make one.
Seeking intimate contact with handsome, intelligent young men, meets, not endless chats. And it's been made clear in the chats by the decoy that he says he's 14, abundantly clear. So the question arises, why would someone travel 100 miles to come and speak to someone if it wasn't sexual?
What we tend to find when we look into the matter further, when we're looking at digital media, so things like phones, tablets and computers.
Grindr is an app for them alpha community random. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. I know what that means.
There'll normally be an array of offences.
These are the screenshots.
Deep, I actually didn't know that, bro. So you man do not say that I said I'm making one. I didn't know it meant that, bro. So you man chill out.
Shots of one of the decoy's phones, just a conversation between the offender and the decoy. He's taken pictures and he sent a couple to.
Oh no, I've not seen that actually.
It's some lad on a sofa in his flat.
The one laid on the sofa?
Yeah. Do you reckon you can age that person?
A young teenage child, I would suggest.
To turn into. We'd need to look into that to make sure that this lad isn't a potential victim that predates this decoy.
For me, he stays in custody until that lad's been identified and spoken to.
9:17.
Someone has just peered out of the top window.
Can you just let me go, please? Right. I told you, you're trapping me.
Have you got visual on the address where the subjects live? We're getting some unarmed officers to move forward to support my armed officers who are on the scene. And then obviously on the information we've got, they're going to move forward and detain these two. There will be a contingency for an emergency search.
Well, buddy. When I'm deploying officers to an incident, I'm blind, I'm sat in the control room. You're always concerned for your colleagues' welfare. You're listening intently to every update that they're passing and just hoping and praying that everything's going to turn out right.
Yet received, confirm you are with local and you are now moving forwards towards the flat. So we do.
The responsibility, it does weigh heavily on you. You're fearful for your colleagues, you don't know what they're facing, your heart is in your mouth.
I think we're just getting an update.
I've got an adult male under arrest for wounding.
Yeah, I've copied, thank you. So they've come out, no issues. Yeah, from 7-3 from Sierra 1, confirming you've got the two subjects, no issues with them.
You stand there for me, face the car. I'm just going to search you. Anything on you at all? You don't think so?
Both males have been detained and they've been arrested at this stage on suspicion of Section 18 wounding with intent.
No pockets, no jewellery on? No.
We've actually also uncovered a cannabis factory.
A cannabis factory? Are they talking about cannabis grow? Are they talking about a grow? Why are they calling that a factory for? Hey, also you lot, yeah, I'm not going to talk too much over these videos because it's so long.
So it certainly sounds like there's all sorts of things been happening. Just another day in Derbyshire Constabulary. Who knows what else is going to happen. missing person.
Probably wearing a baseball cap and dressed quite scruffy today. Because he's not answering his phone at the minute, we don't know where he is.
I haven't seen him for a while, Paul. We've sent out in here.
Okay, pal, no problems.
Excuse about
Thank you very much for your time, cheers.
We've got 8 people in custody at the moment.
The pussy. Oh, I swear I'll take these cuffs off. Is that not going to go through
I can't.
your right
My head's really dizzy.
So I was just standing there for Dilly. As a front line, please.
Bro, I got bagged, yeah. I got bagged one time, yeah. And obviously, I'm trying to keep my head down. I'm trying to get processed so I can just hit the cell and wait for my interview. The guy is in there saying, oh yeah, I swear you're bam. I'm like, oh my days, this ain't a good look. I was actually big mad. That's what made me mad about the whole day.
Police officer, you have to have an open mind in every single job you go into. But every once in a while you come across a job that does genuinely make you think, what is going on here? So background to this is we've got a male in custody who's been arrested nearby to a location of a burglary. But quite unusually, he's been present in the property when the householders come back. As he's exited the house, they've grabbed their mobile phone and taken a few quick photos of him. These were taken by the householder, so as she's walked in the front door, he's been walking down the stairs.
So the person that's taken the photograph is the person who's the victim? Right, okay.
And obviously at this point he's thrown a high-vis jacket on over the top. And then they've managed to get a quick snap of his face as well.
Okay.
And then he's been detained nearby by ARV.
So we've got a really good chain of continuity then, haven't we?
Yeah,
It's not like he's all of a sudden, you know, if he uses the excuse of, oh, I found this and I was picking it up and taking it somewhere, for example.
Well, the photograph
he's been seen to leave the premises, he's wearing it, and he's been followed to then cops get him a few minutes later.
Yeah.
So it's quite a good job in theory.
Yeah.
Right, are you going to be calm? Well, you're not, because you're tensing up.
I've never seen a job quite like this where you get photographs. Feels a bit odd that he's not got any previous, because normally with somebody who commits burglaries, they've committed some other kind of like, you know, similar offending beforehand. So it's almost like he wanted to be caught. That's the best way I'd describe it.
Hey, right, listen, we need to explain your rights to you, okay? We need to make sure that you understand it. Okay, so can we do that in English and you understand it? Right, and then obviously you can go and relax back in your cell then, and we don't have to stand like this.
They've actually recognised certain items from the house that belong to them, and that's not because they're slung over his arm. He's actually wearing them at the time that he's walked out. It's a really unusual one, to be fair.
Do you want a solicitor?
Release them to their care?
Yeah.
No? We're going to put him back in his cell then. Go on, mate.
Copy of his rights there, mate.
Are they his boxers and his socks?
That he's discarded at the scene. That's not
very
normal.
Strange. So rather than him putting the victim's clothes over the top of his own, he's taken his own clothes off and put their clothes on. Yeah, it says here, I hadn't read that far along. He has then left all of his clothes, including pants and socks, in the bedroom, and then his boots in the dining room downstairs.
So he's taken a full change of clothes out of the house.
Yeah. All of his DNA is going to be all over his clothes.
I thought a lighter was one thing, but socks, pants.
Pants would definitely have some DNA on.
That's going to have something, isn't it? It's not going to be nice DNA either. The way he's presenting, we believe he's homeless. It may well be a cry for help. It may well be he's carried out this offence in such a brazen way that he just wants some assistance from the system, and that could well be why he's kind of like gone in and done it in such a ridiculously in-your-face way, and then made absolutely no attempt to hide himself afterwards. I mean, to the extent of putting on a high-vis jacket.
In a minute, mate, to see the nurse, all right?
That's not the behaviour of somebody, for me, who wants to really get away with something.
So rather than you put yourself in any danger, you don't know what they're going to do you? So it's best if you retrieve now.
So he's claiming someone's keeping him hostage in this country and took his passport, is that correct?
What's happening? Are you the owner of the pub? Are they there now? Okay, how many people was it? Is it one male? So what is he done? Is he fighting with somebody or has he just smashed a window? Yeah, I understand. Calm down. It's all right. I'm going to get somebody to you, but you need to shut your doors and lock your doors and don't let people go out and antagonise him. You say he's drunk. Obviously, he's looking for a fight, but keep everybody away from him and we'll get officers down there, all right?
So for me to keep him away, he's going to want to fight me. I'm not on that.
Silver Ghost in Alveston. One male's trying to fight another male, and he smashed the window of the pub. And there's a description. At the moment, he's still outside, so fingers crossed he's still there when we get there. Description is camo shorts, short brown hair, 6'2" male. That's all we've got at the moment. Apart from that big one there. Yeah, it's this dude here. Look, he's coming to us.
What's your name, mate?
Have you been involved in something that's happened tonight? So what did you come running at me for? Because I wasn't even out the door, was I? And you came bombing at me. So that didn't look great.
I do apologise.
No, that's fine. But why did you do it? There must have been a reason. Oh, hey, oh, don't fall over.
What's happened?
You know what, tonight I do not know what's happened.
Right, okay.
So he went behind the bar when none of the bar staff were there. He went behind the bar and helped himself to a pint. So one of the regulars went, whoa, 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 what are you doing? So then he walked outside, thought everything was calm. 2 seconds later, comes charging back in, going for the guy that told him to pack it in. He smashed the bar window, which is this door here, and then they've had to drag him out and he's just refusing to leave.
Right, you've had a lot to drink, haven't you, tonight?
Of course it is, yeah.
Have you been here since work? Since you finished work, even? Yeah? Oh, stand up. You're going to fall over, aren't you?
The smashed glass in there, they're saying that you've done it, is that right?
Smashed the glass.
Glass pane in a door.
A glass, so it's a glass pane?
The glass pane in a door. Well,
Definitely.
listen, mate, this is what they've said. So at this moment, you're under arrest on suspicion of criminal damage. You don't have to say anything. May harm you defend if you do not mention when quoting something ready to rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. You're arrested.
I hate that, you know. I just hate hearing that. The something rights, Miranda rights, bro. I just hate it, bro. That just makes my skin cool every time I hear it. It's annoying, fam. Like, I just want to rip out my eardrums.
It is necessary for a prompt and effective investigation, okay? Let's just get you near them. Watch your head, watch your head, watch your head, watch your head. In my experience, there are often unseen motives behind people's behaviour, and you can meet some person one day and they can be absolutely vile, incredibly violent, incredibly verbally abusive towards you. This is not going to help your cause, is it? He needs to go in the back of the van, he's just not done his seatbelt. Speak to them next day when they're sobered up and they can be nice as pie.
Good.
What?
Silly.
People have got problems, haven't they? People have got their own issues. We've all got our own issues that affect how we behave, our upbringings, everything.
We've got it.
No, take them off him.
It's 9:30 and it's very busy.
Not the stereotypical image somebody would have of a paedophile.
Hey Rachel, it's Jamie from PPU, you alright? There's mention of this suspect having contact with another lad. We've got a safeguarding issue with it because we're struggling to identify who this person is. If we can do anything to find out where he lives, just so we can get Bobby's round to do a safe and well.
Hello, it's just some car. Section 18, has that been done on his car? Oh, an iPad. Oh, right, okay. Have they both been seized? Excellent. Oh,
Christ. Yeah. What are we going to do about that? Because we can't leave it there. Is it just obviously to hold that?
And quite get an account that is somewhat believable.
Do you want me to go down that one and you go to that end and start from that end? Thanks, boss.
Stop. But to.
So we'll just hot-footed it there now.
I want to watch the banging police and interceptors, bro. I don't want to watch the dead ones. Hey, listen, you lot, though, but I'm gonna go edit these videos. I'll go get it slapped out and comment on the comments below. Watch other ones of these you wanna see me watch. I'll get out for you ASAP, man. I'm gonna just be uploading anything and everything. So I will be streaming more, so make sure you subscribe to the Bandwagonbam Twitch. I might even go stream on Kick for like once or twice and just see what I'm going over there. But yeah, man, love for tuning in, man. I just streamed for 2.5 hours.
Slap it out, short but I bang like Pacquiao. Man just ping it or ching it. If I ain't did it, I still bring back it out. Kyle's probably hit squad baby, hit squad crazy, rip man's.